Okay, so I am here with my friend. We just finished doing a workshop at the men's shelter, and you said you had a story to tell. Tell me a little bit about how you ended up coming to the men's shelter.
I was in trouble. My grandmother passed away. I kind of ended up with drugs, alone, no family. I do have family, but they all do drugs. I've always been on my own since I've been 13 years old, and just to let y'all know, meth is a bad habit. I've been considered what's a crash dummy. I've done every drug you could think of. I've quit every time cold turkey, but sometimes it's hard and you need help. And this time I really needed help with meth, so I ended up in jail. Because honestly, I don't remember what I did, but it was basically a domestic violence, which was dropped down to disorderly conduct because of my first offense. But it opened my eyes about meth. It's a very horrible drug. It'll take a hold of you. It'll make you a bad person. And I'm telling you, you could do it if you want it. If you really want the help, you could do it. Just
Now, how long were you at county jail?
50 days.
Okay. And then once you were released, you came to the men's shelter, correct?
Yes, I did. They told me that they would help me and get back on my feet. Since I've been here, I've been able to find my own way. And I want this, to be honest with you, but I'm very grateful that they've been helping me.
And when I asked you about your experiences being homeless, you said you don't consider it being homeless, but you said you referred to it to something else.
I consider it, I would say, an adventure, because you don't know what's going to happen day to day. You got to roll the dice. You basically got to survive. You got to, what they call gathering. You got to find food. You got to be on your toes. Find it where you can get it. And I've never tried to beg. I mostly tried to work for whatever I get. Honestly, I don't like to steal. I'm not built that way.
Now, have you ever been homeless before?
No, it's my first time.
How does that
Honestly, I don't know. I just never thought about it. I'm an Indian. My mom's an Indian. I just know how to do it. I know how to live off the land.
You're a survivor.
Yeah.
You know how to use the land to work with you, right?
Well, that and the city. You just got to find the right dumpsters, I guess.
Dumpster? So you dumpster dive for food?
Mostly I didn't. Most of the times I didn't, but I know friends that did. But if I needed to, I wanted to. Most of the time as I worked, I would fix motors. I would go ahead and rake lawns, mow lawns, anything I do, make it on the spot.
Okay. And how long have you been staying at the shelter, you said?
This will be my second week.
Your second week, okay. Does your family know that you're staying at the shelter?
Yes, they do.
And how do they feel about it?
They can care less.
Really?
Yes.
So you never had a close relationship with your family?
No.
Okay. Do you have siblings?
I have one daughter.
Okay. When was the last time you saw or heard from her?
5 years ago.
Okay. How does that feel?
Hurts.
It hurts? Yeah. Well, I know you're taking workshops and things like that to better yourself now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we just finished doing one. Now, what do you want people to know about being homeless?
I would consider being homeless. I would consider that you've either A, you just don't want to work with society and be on grid. You don't want to deal with the drama that's in with everyday life. I would say being a slave, that's basically what I would say. People give up. They don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to pay rent. Basically, they're lazy, but I'm not lazy. No, don't think I am. I've always worked. I just fell out with meth because what I did, I don't remember what I did. And when I was in jail, didn't even know what aggravated menacing was until they told me. And then when I read the report, I was like, that's not me, but she's not a liar. So long story short, this being my first offense, I got a good deal. I got disorderly conduct, and I just felt ashamed of what I did, and I don't want to be that person no more.
Uh-huh.
And to be honest with you, I feel a lot better for not being off that meth. And I did it cold turkey. Well, going to jail would make anybody do anything cold turkey, but I did heroin cold turkey. It's still working, so I know I could do this. And it is nice to know that you have help from all these community centers and the government programs that they have in whatever city you live in. Try to seek them out and see if they can help you.
Uh-huh.
That's all I can do. And if anything, you want to try to get off the drugs, listen to music. Find what music to helps you out to listen, and stay away from the people that do it. That's the trigger. That's what's going to make it. And then after a while, you're away from it. You even see when you go back and see the people that your own people and they're still doing it. It kind of makes you sick to look at them. You want to help them, but you can't. If they don't want help, they're not going to get it. They're not going to help.
Now, are you getting treated for your addiction?
I don't have no addiction.
Okay.
I have what they call a mental problem. I'm very hyper.
Okay.
HD, ADD, high definition.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, have you had any withdrawal symptoms? No?
No, when I did heroin, I did. Not with meth. Not at all.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
But, of course, then again, I was in jail for 50 days.
Now, let me ask you, how old were you when you first started doing drugs?
When I first started smoking weed when I was 10, all the way up till I was 29, 30 years, 30. Quit doing weed, but when I was 29, I started doing cocaine, crack. I didn't start doing heroin until I was like 38. And then I did that until, 35. I did that for 3 years, and I quit when I was 39. And then I started moving down right into the meth like a dummy, and I pretty much, about a month, 2 months ago, I've quit doing that. So I'm 2 months clean, and I'm not coming back to a vow to God that I would never do it again. Deuteronomy 23:20, verse 23, chapter 20. I vow to the Lord that I will never ever do drugs, legal drugs again. And I promise, Lord. I promise.
Now, you told me you come from a family that was heavily involved in
Still
drugs.
are.
And they still are.
Still are.
So I can see how easy it would be for you to fall into the same pattern.
That's why I don't want to go back to them. I don't want them to help me. I want these government programs to help me so I can do it myself.
Uh-huh.
And I know I can do it. I'm strong. Lord's with me.
And you know that God has been with you, because some of the stuff you told me you used in the past, that could have easily killed you.
Oh, I was dead. I killed myself.
How is that?
Oh, I committed suicide with heroin.
Yeah?
Whole gram had fentanyl in it. I was dead for 3 minutes. I was pissed they brought me back.
How many years ago was that?
That was when I first started. My mother passed away.
Oh.
My mother passed away. Some other things too I don't want to talk about, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'm glad they brought me back. I renounced God, went in. I didn't care about him, didn't believe in it. There was a friend of mine, her name was Isa. And if you ever hear this girl, I love you. She brought me back. She made me look at things different. She made me look at things a lot different. You're not alone. I'll tell you that. You're not alone.
You are a very strong person to be able to be standing here, still alive, breathing, and sharing your testimony, because so many people don't come back from that kind of experience.
No.
But we never leave this earth until God says we leave.
That is true.
And only God knows the day, the hour, the second that you're leaving this earth. And you can do whatever you want to do to your body, mistreated in any way, but until he says, come on, buddy, it's time to go.
I believe in that. There's a reason why he brought me back, so I'm just trying to find it right now. I'll find it. I just don't know what it is yet.
Now, let me ask you, do you have a fond memory
Yeah.
you want to share
I guess it would be with my uncle,
with your uncle?
my Uncle Johnny.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Just remember we used to go down to Junglewood, or Hobo Jungle down in Texas, in Temple, Texas. We used to go down there and try to hunt for Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot.
We would catch turtles, make turtle soup, catch snakes. We do all kinds of stuff. Just have a good old time.
Oh,
And fishing. Mainly just wandering the woods and then just having a good time.
wow. You are a survivor, you know that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Love you guys.
I want to thank you so much. You willingly agreed to share your testimony because you said maybe it'll help somebody.
I hope it does.
And I want to thank you for taking the time to come out here with me and share a little bit about yourself. Listen, I pray that 2020 will be a year where God opens doors of opportunity for you,
Thank you.
that He will make those crooked roads straight for you.
I believe you will.
But it's going to take a lot of strength, and you must stay very close to Christ, because like you said, you go back to your old stomping grounds, to your old friends, nothing good is going to come.
I think I'll be fine. I'm not going to be tempted. Not now anymore. I'm done. If I could do heroin cold turkey, this is going to be an easy breeze. I've not even thought about it, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you so much. And I do hope it helps you guys. And
Thank you, sweetie.
thank you. Yeah, I love old architecture.
Yeah.
That's what I do, is paint